with B-Bad and Brandon. 3, 2, 1. That rung in my ear.
No, I can tell you what that feels like.
Yeah, you could. Welcome to the Platform Podcast. We are your hosts, Brandon Greco.
Johnny B. Bad.
That was really quick. Really responsive today.
I'm on it. I've only had 6 shots of coffee.
You know, okay, just a real quick intermission before we introduce our guest. I brought Johnny...
No, that's only 3 coffees, sorry.
No, so Johnny runs on the theory that if you have a double shot, that equals 1 coffee.
Yeah, I'm with that.
But that means you have... But you can...
No, that is 1 coffee.
That's claimed as one.
That's
That
one
is correct.
coffee,
One
but
coffee.
with 2 shots.
No, it's 1 coffee.
Yeah, that's 1 coffee.
With 2 shots.
It's
It's 1 coffee. If you go to the coffee shop,
Bob, help me out.
if you order like a large coffee,
if this-
that's
Yeah,
got
a
2
large
shots in
coffee's
it.
got... So, I could say I had one...
1 coffee.
No, because there's a double shot in there.
Double-
It's a
it's
double
called
shot of
coffee.
coffee. That's a
1
double shot of
coffee.
coffee.
1 drink of coffee
1 drink of coffee.
is a...
Coffee.
Well,
Coffee.
look, if you get a large, you get that's 1 coffee,
One
but
coffee.
it has multiple shots in it.
Still 1 coffee. What's the key word? 1 coffee.
If you've got a normal coffee with an extra shot, then it's a coffee with an extra shot.
Yeah.
So it's 3 shots, but it's a coffee with 1 shot.
Yeah, it's a coffee with 1 shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dude, do you not get that?
No, because it's just,
It makes sense.
no. I get what you're saying, but
See,
at the
there
same
you go.
time, there's more shots in it, so there's more caffeine.
If you've got
1
1 shot, that's half a
That's
coffee.
just strong coffee.
Fuck me dead.
What happens if you get an alcohol drink that's got 2 standard drinks?
1 drink.
Yeah, 1 drink.
That's not true. Well, actually, there's a funny story about that. I told someone the other week.
That's only 1
Anywho,
drink.
what I was
yeah.
gonna say is that I bought Johnny 2 shots of coffee yesterday. No, a double shot espresso yesterday, and so did one of his clients. And he's like, "Oh, this is only my 2nd coffee for the day." And I was like, "Yeah, but how many shots?" It was like 6 shots. That's still a lot of coffee, guys.
That's 2 coffees.
Then you're saying a coffee has 3 shots if you've had 6 shots.
But I only had 2 containers.
But you said you had another coffee that morning.
Each container is classed as 1 coffee.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
but-
if it's all mixed, if you've got 5 shots in 1
That's
cup,
1 coffee.
that's 1 coffee.
Yeah, but he had 6 in...
2 coffees.
No, you said it was... this is so off topic. I want everyone just to realise what I go through on
1
a
coffee.
weekly basis. Shout out to Bob in the corner. Look at it. She's like, fuck, you think it's fun. And now back on track. Welcome to our guest. Can we get a beatbox intro for this? Like, just come in screen and fucking
Yeah.
just belt this out. Because
Yeah,
I
we need
want,
this.
like, this is royalty. Like, just come in screen. You're fine. No, you can just go on the mic. You know, maybe, yeah.
Go.
This is sick. The Big Lil. I really didn't know when to go. Then I was like, maybe this is the time. Oh, I missed it. Fuck.
That was great.
That was awesome.
That's so
I think
good.
you're one of the first guests to have a beatbox intro.
I feel honoured.
100%.
It was funny. You know, you didn't even beatbox yourself on the intro in your episode.
Nah.
I love how he's just gone red again. But welcome to Lilly Riley.
The Big Lil.
The Big Lil,
Big
affectionately named, obviously, because she's only under 75 kilos. She's not that big, guys. But,
She's pretty big.
well, apparently she needs to be bigger.
Have you seen her
I
squat?
need to be bigger.
Yeah, her squat is huge. So, tell us about... Oh, wait.
Whoa.
Fuck. It's just...
Bro.
I'm out of this... every week for, like, what, last 4 weeks.
Get it
I
together.
need to go back to work.
The Big Lil. You have 21 words. Who you are and what you do. We're going to count all of the words. Are you ready?
I'm
And
gonna
sounds. We're
count.
counting sounds too.
Yes.
Go.
I am the Big Lil.
That's a sound. Count it.
I did.
I am a strength coach and powerlifter.
No, that's one word. Yeah. So you're at 13.
And I'm a dog mum
Yes.
3 words left.
of 2 pipples.
Oh.
Boom.
Right on 21.
Yeah, right on 21. That was like...
Damn.
I'm kind of glad I had a laugh in there because that used up 1.
Yeah, what would you have done?
One
I don't
more
know,
word.
just dog of 2. Oh, no, I'd have to.
You'd have to add another word.
You have to get another dog.
I don't know. I have to quickly think of another word.
What do you mean get another dog?
Because then you should have 3 dogs.
Yeah, but it's still.
Johnny.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, think about that.
There'd be 3 dogs.
That'd
Yeah.
give me an extra word if I
Yeah.
have an extra dog.
Yeah, well, you'd use the name.
But-
of the
I didn't
dog.
even. Oh, wow.
This podcast is done. It's going to tank after this.
Makes sense.
But it doesn't.
Nah.
Johnny, you are the
We're
greatest
going to
human.
have to disagree.
Agree to disagree. Moving on. So you're many things. Tell us about your powerlifting journey. Where'd you start? Actually, just before you start, I think I saw a video that you shared this week of like your first comp.
No, it wasn't a video. It was that, that 9 News clip.
That would be a video.
No, it was like a screenshot, like a photo.
I watched you talk in it.
I didn't share it, like not recently.
Maybe you commented on it.
Yeah, maybe.
Like research. Anyway, it was in my
Yeah.
feed, and I was like, "Fucking
It
lol."
was terrible.
Well, there was a bodybuilding belt in there. It was horrendous.
Wow.
And I had $30 eBay knee wraps.
Yes.
We've all been there.
Yeah. Yep.
Which comp was that?
Pretty and powerful.
Was that your first one?
That was my first one.
And you made
Yep.
the news for that.
My sister
Of course you did.
works for 9 News at the time. Oh, Win News.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's Win? Oh, that's the.
Oh, Win News, that was Wide Bay when I was in Bundy.
Oh, classy Bundy. Shout out to Bundy.
Yeah, shout out to
That's
Bundy.
sick.
It's Bundy's.
Yeah, but did you read the caption that
Nah.
I'm up against some of the best in the state? I
Me?
think I shared that on Instagram the other day. Yeah, and I was like, it's a novice competition.
Well, probably actually. For that back then, what female powerlifting since about 2015 just fucking catapulted.
Yeah, it has. It's grown a
It's
lot.
crazy. Like I remember, I think the first Pretty and Powerful I went to, run by the legend Scott Watson. Shout out Scott Watson, who's probably on his property. I nearly said something I shouldn't. Anyways, there was about 30 competitors, and now there's like
Sold
close-
out.
60 to 90 plus each
Sells
year.
out.
Sells
Yeah.
out quickly. Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
That's- It's insane.
How'd your
Yeah.
first comp go?
Good. I think I came 4th. I was 19. I can't even remember my numbers. I think I got a 130 squat, and it was terrible. It was
Oh, I didn't want to
disgusting.
say it.
Yeah,
But I remember
I looked like a baby giraffe.
Yes.
it rivals Kane's first squat he ever saw. Sent me.
At least Lil got depth.
Shout out Kane. Fuck, that was horrendous.
I think I had a 60 kilo bench and 120 kilo deadlift. Oh, it might have been 62 kilo bench. My total was 312, so whatever that equals.
Damn, son.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Now
What,
fight.
what made you do the comp?
I don't even know. I think lifting up in Bundy, like just a commercial gym. I know. I think I was just kind of showing off in front of everyone, like how strong I was. And there was another 4 powerlifters at the time, elite powerlifters. They were training there as well, and they kind of just hit me up saying, "Oh, you're actually like pretty strong."
Bundy's got a pretty good. They had. Well, I'm not sure now, but there's a pretty good
Yeah.
powerlifters come out of there.
Yeah, no, there was. These guys, I don't think they really even powerlift anymore. But when they were,
Yeah. Who? Maybe if you said their names, we could tell you.
like Carmen Wiseman, Josh Wiseman,
We literally
Billa Hamilton,
Billa
and her
Hamilton,
partner. Yeah,
the legend up there, Jarab,
Yeah.
Anna Bryant from
Yeah.
Memories in Bundy, and then Carmen and Josh. We spoke
Yeah.
about Josh last week. That fucking huge, sexy unit.
yeah. So that they kind of took me under their wing. So
Yep.
Josh and Carmen in particular, they trained me up for that competition, and I just kind of jumped in with their training sessions and whatnot. And yeah, kind of just went from there.
Sick. And now, where you at now? What's your comp PBs?
215 squat.
Yep.
What was my bench?
87.
87.5, and then 187 for deadlift.
Yes.
Yeah. For competition.
Yeah, and that was mid last. Yeah, just
No, it
before
was
you went on to
13
Europe.
months ago. So it was April 28th last year.
Oh wow.
It was my birthday.
Oh, okay. I was like, that is so specific. Jeez. So you're pretty good now.
You done some big comps too.
Yeah.
ProRaw.
Look how awkward Lilly is.
I know, I can feel myself being really awkward.
Kind of a big deal.
But you are the big Lil.
Yep, I'm the big Lil.
How many pro raws? Like, because obviously since then, because you're so shit at talking about yourself, I'll give some insight. You've gone on to crush a few nationals, pro raw,
Yep.
world records, Australian records. What was the other thing? In multiple weight classes too.
Yep.
As a 67, as a junior, and now as an open.
Yep.
Tell like how going back to looking at 2015 in a baby giraffe squat to now, you squat over 200 kilos plus.
Yep.
Look,
I'm-
the awkward is just.
I hate talking about myself.
What do you expect when you came on the podcast?
Well, no,
And
we're gonna
Brendan's
talk about
asked me a couple times, and I'm like, no.
I swear, like it's not just you.
yeah.
It's everyone on bloody Team Epic. It's just like, oh my god, deer in the headlights. I've been trying to get Pagan on. I wanted
Yeah.
to talk about his barbecuing and the other thing he did. I forgot. Sorry, bro. But he's just like, no, because he'll just sit there and be like, ask him a question, be like, yes.
Yeah, that's me.
No, you're doing much better.
But you've asked me that many times, and then the last time you asked me, I was like, oh, I've run out of excuses. I'm going to have to come do this.
You should have done a Kevy and just know more exciting people.
Yeah.
But you got a story to tell. You're pretty strong, and you've done
be.
a lot because you come from a sporting background, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
What were you playing growing up?
Rugby league.
Rugby league.
Yeah. So played rugby league for roughly 6 years. And then that's actually why I started in the gym, is because I actually had a back injury. So then I couldn't play anymore. So then I started like lifting weights or trying to play around doing rehab and stuff for that. And it was really weird. Like I could lift as heavy as I wanted or like push myself really hard in the gym. But as soon as I jumped on the footy field and started kind of doing anything like twisting and whatnot, that would kind of set my back off. So I kind of gave up football and then just kind of really just focused on gym and whatnot. And then,
What got you into football? Like, obviously, it's not being sexist.
Yeah.
But, like, it's not the sport you expect,
Yeah. It was really weird. In grade 11 at my school, oh, no, I think it was grade 10, we actually had a HPE class designated to rugby league.
That's
Really?
the best.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
I love that.
Yeah. And it was really weird. That was the first year we had it. There wasn't many of us in it, but it was just all boys. I think I was like the only girl in there. I don't know. I thought, oh, this is going to be so much easier than doing an actual HPE. Like it's, yeah.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Yeah. So just all the theories about rugby league. We do prac once a week, and I just kind of learnt at school how to play and whatnot. And then because of that, I'm pretty sure this was grade 9 actually.
That's the best class ever.
Yeah.
Why didn't I have that
it
at
was.
school?
I know.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I had a pretty good one. But anyways.
Yeah. So then, so then I kind of just moved from that into doing club. So I would have been I think I was 15 when I started. And then, kind of just went from there.
Was it like women's only?
Yeah, it was women's
Oh,
only.
sick.
So I did the under 16s when I first started. And then I think I made I think there was only like 2 teams when I first started. So we played the exact same team every single weekend.
Every week?
Yeah, every week.
For how many weeks?
The whole entire season.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, like, so you had like
Yeah.
20 games
Yeah.
against...
That would have been a brutal rivalry.
Yeah.
Who won?
It's just, we did.
Yeah,
we
you
were
did.
undefeated.
That's savage.
Yeah. But so in the end, it kind of just got boring because it was like us just winning every single week and we knew the game and
That's
there's
so...
no challenge when we first started.
I mean, I guess you are in a
Yeah.
very... like, you're in Bundy.
Yeah. It was just like women's rugby league was only just getting started then as well. So I
Yep.
think even the women's only had 3 teams
Yep.
and that's like for open women. And then once I started playing women's, I think there was like 5 or 6 teams just in Bundy. And they're like all the surrounding areas. So we'd go to like Sunny Coast or Cherbourg even.
Sorry, where's Cherbourg?
Oh, I don't want to talk about Cherbourg. It's like,
You've
That's
like...
miles
I can't say it. I can't describe what it is in a nice way.
That's fine, but I
Yeah.
love how you put it in the same category as, like, we just go to a place like Sunny Coast or Cherbourg. No one's ever heard of Cherbourg.
Yeah. Well, anyways, we versed that team a lot. I think I need to show you, but off this.
Show what?
Cherbourg.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. I was like,
Yeah.
there's a picture of Lil playing rugby league.
Oh, we need that.
We
photo.
need that. We want that sent to
Yeah.
That needs to be in the thing.
that guy. Look at
In
him.
the YouTubes.
I don't think.
What
I think
position did you play in footy?
I started as fullback.
Yeah, of course.
I first started as halfback, I think, as a junior, and then I went into fullback, and then I think the last 2 years I had to move up into the centres and even second row on my last year.
Second row.
The big Lil, that suits the big Lil.
You got to put some big hits
Yeah,
on.
I think just putting some more size on towards the end. And now looking back, I was actually a really small second row, but yeah.
But you're an athlete, so you would have handled it.
Yeah, it was all right. I had to play our grand final in second row, and it was terrible.
How did you
Like,
have a
it's
grand
just
final against 2 teams?
No, sorry, this is in the opens.
Oh,
There's
okay.
like 5-6 teams.
Okay, that makes
In the
more
women,
sense.
yeah.
I
Yep.
was like,
How did you go in the
Yeah.
grand final?
I think we lost.
Ooh.
Yeah.
and then you found powerlifting, and
Now you're a beast.
did you? Yeah, look, that pretty much wraps us up.
Yeah, that's it. That's done.
That's the story. But okay, so you found powerlifting, and you're still in Bundy. When did you move to Brisbane?
2014. So I did my first powerlifting competition in 2014 at the end of the year.
Yep.
And then, I moved 2015 the following year.
All right, sweet. And were you a coach up there? Because
No.
for those who don't
So
know.
I actually moved here to like do my study and everything.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So Tyron, my partner, he got
Greatest bloke alive.
he found it really hard finding like electrical apprenticeship in Bundy, like no jobs going. So it's like the only option is up for us to kind of move down. He got a job in like October 2014.
Yeah.
So we had to like do distance for like 6 months. And he was back at Bundy like every weekend. And then in that time, I was just trying to find somewhere to study and
Yeah, sick.
yeah,
Shout out to Tyron. I love him.
he's good. He's good.
Can you tell, like, I know this is like kind of deviating from the story, but can you tell how you met?
Primary school.
It's so cute.
You're kidding.
Yeah, we went to
That's
primary school
amazing.
together.
And then can you
Yeah,
tell?
from grade 1.
No, so I'm originally from Dubbo, New South Wales.
Uh-huh.
Shout out Dubbo.
And then we moved up here, I think 2007, up to Bundy.
Uh-huh.
And then, so I met him in 2007
Same
when I
grade.
started grade 7.
Just real quickly though, does that mean you
And been dating ever since.
No. Not since.
Orkies? Does that mean you support New South Wales?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Damn, man.
Well, thank you for your time today.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, it was
Yep.
really, really. But okay. But can you tell the story of how like Tyron threw your stuff into the boys' toilets, and that's how you kind of realised?
Oh.
It's the
He was the
cutest.
one.
Yeah.
No, but this still makes me angry thinking of it.
But it's so cute.
Well, it just makes me really angry. He stole my hat.
Okay, I just want to put in context. Lily is 25 years old. This was nearly 12 years ago,
Yep.
and you're still mad.
I'm still mad.
12, 13 years ago.
Yep.
Women hold grudges. That's the point.
Yep.
You stole your hat.
Yeah. So the whole no hat, no play.
Oh, so you had no play.
Yeah, I had no play.
Damn.
I needed my hat back. But
Where did he throw it?
took my bucket hat off my head, threw it into the boys' toilets.
Yeah.
And you know how, like, when you're a kid, it's like, ew, I'm not going in the boys' toilets.
Yeah.
Like, I could visually see my hat, like, just in the little walkway of the toilet. And he went in the toilet and he grabbed my arm, like, trying to yank me into the toilet. I had, like, both legs on the outsides of the doors, like, I'm not going to go in there. And he ended up pulling so hard, he popped my hip out.
Oh, what?
Yeah, so then I end up like, I didn't want him to kind of like see my weakness though.
Yeah.
So I end up just like, yep. I give up like trying like getting my hat, and I end up going back to classroom and just crying to myself and snuck up to the sick bay and then didn't come to school the next day.
Oh.
Tyron actually only
Did you
just...
get your hat back?
I got my hat back.
Yeah.
But Tyron only found out this story like 5 years ago. Yeah, I just didn't want him to know that he hurt me.
13 years ago. You're still mad.
I'm still mad.
But then you decided to date this guy.
Oh yeah, eventually.
Oh, Tyron, you're putting it out. Like, you're doing it for everyone. Like, the nice guys everywhere. Love it. That is the best story. Oh, okay. As your friends, it's 13
Yep.
years ago. It's time to let it go.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
don't think she will, though.
I don't think so.
No, I'm not.
That's staying there for a while.
Okay, so now let's get back on track. We know Tyron's great. Love you, bro.
Yeah.
powerlifting. You come to Brisbane, and where'd you study? Where'd you study your course?
International Fitness Institute. I don't think they're a thing anymore.
International
No.
Fitness Institute.
I think it was Australian Institute
No,
of Fitness.
that's a different one. This
Sounds
one's
very fancy.
international.
Oh, international.
Yeah.
International.
But,
So you're an international trainer.
You can-
Don't tell
just as much as you guys.
Yeah.
I was like, you have clients overseas.
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, so, and then I ended up getting a job at the same place that I did my study out of.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, yeah, so it was the guy who owned our gym ran that, like,
Yeah, yeah,
International
yeah.
Fitness Institute.
And how much from what you learned back then
Mm.
do you actually apply right now?
I was actually thinking that the other day, like, nothing.
Now, obviously in context, it's you work in the strength and conditioning world now.
Yeah,
like,
yep.
You're working with, powerlifters. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a little bit more niche, but where did you then further your education from?
I think I learned a lot more from doing the level 1 strength and conditioning coach course with, like, ASCA.
Yes.
Yeah. I learnt so much
I
more
must
of
have
that.
had real
You didn't do.
I
you
did
do
that.
ASCA?
Yeah,
I
I've done
did
that.
ASCA.
Yeah,
It's good.
I've done level 2.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, fancy.
Did you like level 2? Like, did you get more out of it?
Yeah, it was good. Like, don't get me wrong, it was good, but so I really like level 1.
Yeah.
Who did you have as lecturers? Did you have Dan Baker?
No, it was like just our manager at our gym.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. See, the ASCA that I went to, and like everyone I spoke to about it had Dan Baker, the guy who
I had
owned-
Dan Baker.
Yeah, and
He
they're
was
all like,
awesome.
it's fucking awesome.
Strength
Yeah,
and
okay.
conditioning Broncos.
Yeah.
Ex-powerlifter.
I fucking had like, no offense, but this tennis
Someone else.
bloke and these other lecturers, and I'm like, I remember specifically because I just started powerlifting,
Yeah.
and there was myself and an Olympic weightlifter in there who we didn't take over, but we instructed how to squat and deadlift
Yeah.
and bench and like all this sort of stuff. And I'm like it was a weekend course, I'm not going to lie. But
Yeah.
I gave up my weekend for this. This was years ago.
Yeah.
I wanted Dan Baker.
He was awesome.
That's just shit. I'm going home.
That's kind of cool.
Okay. But yeah, so you did that. How'd you end up at TTC?
I ended up starting just to train there. So I was trying to look for a powerlifting gym because I was just training out of jets when I first got here
Oh, yeah.
and trying to like
Get
self-wrap my
stronger- get
knees
stronger
and
in
then
jets.
walk it out. And when we deadlift at jets, you have to deadlift in the little power rack. So the bar doesn't even go all the way to the ground.
Oh,
There's,
really?
like, the little stoppers. Yeah. So it's like rack pulls pretty much. Yeah. So I kind of just branched out trying to find a gym. Oh, no, sorry. Braden Lay. He's one of our mates from Bundy. He worked at TTC at the time. So then we went over there, kind of
Yep.
just trained with him. He was coaching me for a bit into my second powerlifting competition, which was also pretty powerful.
Oh, sick. You did it again.
Yeah,
How'd
but
you go the second
like-
time?
yeah, 2016. So I started training at
Wasn't it?
yeah, because I had a year off powerlifting, and then I did pretty powerful again in 2016. So I've been at TTC since 2016, like training there.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I think just one thing happened with another. I kind of wanted to branch off to a little bit more powerlifting specific for like my clients itself.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, started working at TTC.
And what, like, obviously took that year off from powerlifting and then came back to it. What brought you back? And then what made you go, I'm going to go crush this?
I don't know. In that whole entire time, I was still powerlifting. It just wasn't competing. So I was
Yep.
still doing all the training and whatnot. I'm still trying to lift heavy. And yeah, I think just making that change over to the powerlifting gym, it was then like once I started training, I'm like, hey, I think I'm ready to do another competition.
Yep.
Yeah. So I didn't actually go to TTC to like do a competition. Just yeah, thought I was strong enough to do another one.
How'd you go?
I came first on that one.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. So I think I had a 160 squat, 80 kilo bench, and maybe 150 deadlift.
Not bad from your first
Yeah.
one. Not bad.
Yeah,
You know.
so it was alright. Yeah,
That was sarcasm, Lil.
Second comp.
That's what, 400?
yeah, something like that.
400 second comp.
390.
Oh, if it was 400.
It was
yeah,
something like that. It wasn't 400 yet.
Not
Well,
yet.
okay.
Yeah,
Not yet.
not yet. Nah.
Did you ever think you'd be in the position you are now? Like,
No.
so last year you got an invite to Wildcats.
Yep.
Obviously, due for other reasons, you didn't do it. But, like, did you ever see yourself, you know, when you're walking out for Pretty and Powerful going, oh, I'm going to compete on the biggest show on the planet?
No, like, I think, yeah, so Pretty and Powerful 2016, and then 2017, I did my first sanctioned competition, which was states.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's where
That's
we
where
actually
I
met.
met.
Yeah.
It was because, yeah, you were coached by Critter at the time.
Yeah.
And I was coaching Braden Small.
Yeah.
And you're in the same flight. And,
Yeah.
like, we were paying attention to our clients as well. But me and Critter were just shit-talking the whole time. It was hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, so I did that competition and I was like, oh my God, I'm doing like a state competition. So I think I was just more excited to do that, let alone doing Pro-Raw the following year.
Then Nationals.
Yeah, I think I remember 2017 when Pro-Raw was on. I think it was on Tyron's birthday and everyone's outside having a party and then I'm inside watching Pro-Raw on the TV. That was really exciting and just watching, and I was just watching everyone like, holy shit, these guys are strong. Like, yeah, it was crazy.
And then,
Were you
Then-
thinking you could make it?
No
Then?
way.
and then
so
what
it's-
happened the next year?
She made it.
Yeah, got an invite. But I was like, I just couldn't get over girls squatting 200 kilos or deadlifting 200 kilos, benching 100 kilos. That was crazy. Yeah.
You're one of them.
Haven't benched 100 yet, so not there yet. Haven't made it.
Yeah, I've only squatted 227 in training. I've pulled 200 in training.
That's in training, doesn't count.
Yeah, I know. It's my quote, but I'm just saying.
I know you've dug it into my head.
I love that. I love that. That's what a good coach should do.
Yep.
I lost my train of thought after that. Oh, fuck.
I'm not sure.
I know you're not sure. It was in my head.
It's my head.
So after that was your first nationals? After the States?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was my. I've only done one nationals.
Yeah,
It
right.
was-
So
Yeah,
you must
that
have been
one.
pretty pumped for that if you were pumped for States.
Yeah, I was. It
Like,
was
holy shit.
Yeah. Yep.
'Cause-
Absolutely.
Yes, that's right. I was in 2017 in Franger.
In Franger, yeah,
I should have said Frankston, but oh well.
yeah.
And then you did. That's
And that's
later.
what got you the Pro Raw invite, that total?
No, because you did. She went and did. So there's a reason we called her the Big Lil. When I first started coaching Lil, it was after her nationals, and she's like, I want to go to the 67s. I'm like, Lil, you're too muscular. Like, you got too much mass to be a 67. Like, if you want to be strong, just go up the weight class, and we'll hit those numbers. She's like,
Yeah.
no, I'm 67. She went to try and cut for her next comp, and she's like, I'm going to stop. And what'd you squat that comp?
That was my first 200 squat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to point
Sick.
out I was right.
Because I think, yeah, the nationals, I think states I did 175, nationals I did 190, and then at the end of the year I did 200. So it was like pretty good jumps actually. Yeah.
It was 180 at nationals because you just missed 190.
No, I think I tried 195.
Maybe.
Yeah, I got 190.
No.
And then I attempted 195.
Yep. Because I remember, our first comp together, Lil broke the junior Australian record as a 75 kilo lifter. Squatted, and it was piss easy. That was a lot of fun, that comp.
Yeah.
It was like a national qualifier. And then
Yeah.
off the back of that, I think she totaled 465 or 450. Off the back of that, got her first Pro Raw invite.
Yeah.
Pro Raw 10.
Yeah.
What was it like getting that email or Facebook message from Marcos?
I think Brendan just messaged me saying,
this
oh, you
guy
got an
did.
invite. Yeah.
Well, look, okay. Put it into context again because Lily's really shit at it. So Marcos obviously does everything via Facebook, and I saw the list of names and I was going through it, and I was like, "Fuck, Lily got an invite." And then obviously you can't perceive that much excitement through message, but in my head, as I was messaging you, and I'm pretty sure it was all in capitals, was Lily. You got an invite! Did you see it, Lily?
That was literally it.
Those poor people looked at me like, what the fuck are you yelling at?
Must have been stoked when you saw that message come through.
Yeah, I actually couldn't believe it. I think I rang mum as you'd
Yeah.
know.
Like you do in all your training sessions.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Mum was the first one to know.
Hi, Mum.
Lily, okay, again, more context to what Johnny just said. Lily does like a rep PR or a fucking new PR. She rings her mum straight away. It's the best. It's the cutest thing I've ever seen. I love that.
She's literally my number one fan. Like,
Stop it, I'm going to cry. Your mum's great. Shout out to Kerry. Oh.
yeah, no, it's good.
That's pretty cool.
In her last training when she was benching,
Yeah, we all spoke to her.
yeah. And she was like, Mum, I just doubled my old bench PR.
Hi, Mum.
Hey, Kerry. That was hilarious.
Yeah, I remember like the room just going really silent. I was like, "Oi, Mum, guess what I did?" And you guys just all turn and look at me, and I'm like, "Damn it, I know I'm gonna get shit for this."
Well, it's just adorable.
It's pretty cute.
It's 100%. But your family's like, you got a really awesome family. Obviously, they come to every comp,
Yeah, every comp.
Including travel.
Yep.
which is
Yeah.
insane.
So they kind of treat it as like a family holiday. So that's the holiday of the year is my comps.
Yes.
good.
It's always good to like, you know, all of you guys could probably, you know, I never thought I'd be in a job where I got to travel.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I never thought, and especially even when I started powerlifting, you know, I was like, fuck, you know, make some money, do a
Yeah.
bit of coaching. Never did I think, you know, would travel across Australia. Like we've all been to Perth now and
Almost
Yeah.
overseas.
almost.
So
Fuck
close.
you, COVID. Fuck you.
So close.
So close.
What was prepping for your first ProRaw like?
I don't know. Was I with? Yeah, I was with you.
I mean, I'm.
I don't know. How long have we been together? 2.5 years. Nearly 3 years.
This is our third. No, well, no. We went 2017
Yeah.
after nationals and then we did 2018 to 2019. So this is coming
Almost
into our
3 years.
yeah,
Coming
almost.
into third.
Yeah.
Yep.
There'll have to be cake.
Yeah.
You just want cake.
Correct.
Pretty much 3 years we've all been together, which is really cute.
We can have cake.
Then we should have had multiple cakes for our anniversaries.
Yeah.
Just got to be gluten free, dairy free, all the other things free.
We'll have two
Nut
cakes.
free.
We'll have two cakes. But yeah, what was
Yeah.
did you find there was a mindset shift?
No, I think the first ProRaw, I was on track the most out of any competition, I think. I think just knowing that it was my first like big competition I had to kind of train for. I don't know, that kind of just pushed me and knowing what I was up against and whatnot. And then obviously the second year I was just a little bit more relaxed. Oh, I know I should kind of keep in that mindset, but
That's like with anything, you're like more exposed to it, the more experience
yeah, you're a little
you
bit more
gain.
comfortable and whatnot. Yeah.
But even I remember in your first one, you were so calm.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what about internally, like you could have been freaking the fuck out, but externally you just had this really calming facade that was just. It was like you had been there before.
Yeah, I think I'm usually like that. I'm not usually too nervous or anything anyways.
Just a
Am
good
I?
competitor.
There's been some comps, but like it was weird because I guess, you know, I had other first timers in that comp as well. And,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
They were freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, yeah.
And then like yourself, and you've been more nervous at local meets or like that.
I feel like at that first ProRaw, knowing that I was kind of like at the bottom,
Yep.
knowing that I don't have to like, obviously I'm going to push myself, but I'm not up in that top range.
You're not pushing for that number one
Yeah,
spot.
exactly. So I feel like I'm just there to compete. Like
Yeah.
I was just another number.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like I had nothing to be kind of nervous for.
Didn't have any pressure on you.
Yeah,
Essentially.
yeah, exactly.
So you could just to kind of appreciate the atmosphere and just go in
Yeah,
with it.
yeah, and just enjoy it.
And you had a big fucking total PB too.
Yeah.
Maybe that was 465.
Oh, you remember my numbers so much better than I do.
Yeah, no, that was
I-
465.
Yep.
Because then we went. You didn't compete the rest of the year,
Nah.
and then you did Pro Raw 11.
Yep.
And what'd you go? Because I remember.
Pro 11.
Yeah, so last year.
215 squat.
Oh
Eight-
no, you were gonna do GPC Teen Junior old
got-
people's nats.
Got broken.
Oh yeah. And then I ended up having a hamstring tear.
Yeah, that's right.
That was like
Stupid
3
injuries.
weeks before that.
Yeah, both of you.
Yeah, both got
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
fucked up.
Yeah.
We were both doing that comp.
But it
in
was
Perth
a-
without competing.
Didn't you? What did you do? Your shoulder?
Fuck my shoulder.
Yeah. Wasn't that a week out?
Yeah,
Or
like 2 weeks out.
yeah.
And then you did yours. So you actually yours was a bit interesting. It wasn't great, but you had a hamstring separation,
Yeah.
which like I hadn't really come across before.
It was actually really rare, apparently.
Yeah.
So
So you had two out of the 3 hamstrings
Yep.
separate.
So they separated, and then like all the soft tissue stuff in between, that all ripped.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And it was, I remember actually because you
I
were
was
there.
there. Yeah, I was there.
And we were all like, you had just squatted. I think it was like 200, 205.
You still got the squat?
190.
190.
Yeah, and that was actually
it was quick.
No, but
Yeah.
that was like, even watching that video, that was like one of my best squats I've ever done. Like, it looked amazing. And then as soon as I got up, I was like, that felt good. As soon as I took my knee wraps off, I just felt my hamstring like fall down pretty much. Like, just all like, yeah, just
I
kind of
just
all cramped
remember
up.
like going to roll your wraps, and then I look back, and you're on the floor, like hands in your head in your hands. I was really trying to work that out. And it was just like, yeah, there was obviously tears because you're in a lot of pain, and I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Who said something to her? And I'm like, and then obviously I realized you're in a lot of pain.
Yeah. Yeah. It was really weird. That was the worst pain. Not now, but that was just a bad pain.
Good description.
Yeah.
Because you were going to break a few world records at that comp.
Try to, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the purpose of that comp.
Were you pissed?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because I think that was my last shot at
Junior world
juniors.
record.
Yeah.
That's right, because you went old.
So the next competition's opens. So I needed that competition. But as everyone likes to tell me, junior records don't count.
Who says that?
Everyone says
savage.
that to me.
That's rough.
Oh,
Or I've heard it like on other people's like podcasts or something like that, and I'm like, they still feel good.
yeah. I've never had one. So, have you had one?
No, I've had 0.
Yeah. Well, you're definitely not
Yeah.
a junior
I'm not
anymore.
a junior either.
You're
I'm
nearly
going to get
masters.
the Masters one soon.
Fuck.
Can't wait.
Okay, so before we kind of like, obviously that you then went to ProRaw 11, which was, sorry, backtrack a little bit. I got off topic.
Yep.
Your hamstring separation. Now, the rehab for that was obviously looked after by Benny Matthews.
Yep.
Was it much different to the rehab of a hamstring tear?
Not really. Like, I think we only did rehab for like 2 to 3 weeks, and it was just,
Because you came back really quick.
yeah, it was really quick.
Because the recovery time from a separation is actually a lot quicker than a tear, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. So, just because the muscle itself didn't tear, it was like
The fascia?
Yeah, the fascia in between that tore. So I think that just kind of had to make its way back.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I think I was supposed to get another ultrasound to see how that's gone. I haven't yet. So I probably should do
based
that
off
eventually. But
your last squatting.
Yeah, I mean, like,
hamstring.
yeah,
looks
no,
good.
it's fine. It kind of feels
It
like a
got
bit niggly
tested.
every now and then, but it's like it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you shit scared coming back to squat?
No, not really. I think Benny had me under 100 kilo bar, like with like no knee wraps or anything.
Yep.
Oh, I was more scared of getting back into knee wraps. Yeah, but right.
Yeah, it was spicy food before.
Yuck.
It was delicious. I'm just supposed to eat it though.
But
Definitely
yeah,
not 100.
with like knee wraps and stuff. Obviously, working with Benny Matthews and Matt Stencil, and both of them having like giving you feedback, saying wrap like this or
Yep.
something instead, and I think that helped a lot.
Absolutely, and I think that's where like a lot of professionals in the industry lack is the ability to take feedback from other professionals.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just correspond, going, you know, if we talk about it all the time, especially like, you know, we're recording at Start Training. Shout out Start Training. And you know, we work closely with Paul, who's an ex-phys and sports physio. There's a time and place for strength coaches to take the lead, and you know, and then there's times where people like himself, physios, ex-phys, ex-science therapists, where they can take the lead. And it's my job to step back and take that feedback, because at the end of the day, everyone wants the same outcome. We all want to see you get back on the platform and get fucking strong.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I just feel like, I know it's a little bit off topic and a bit of a tangent, but it grinds my gears because so many people are just like, no, I know everything. It's like, shut up, Kaj.
Coach.
Stop myself then.
They're not good coaches.
No, exactly. Thank you for saving me.
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Mum's like, if you say cunt, oh fuck.
Done it.
Yeah, you say it one more
Then
time.
the next prep was that ProRaw,
Save
Sorry,
him.
Mum.
Saved you. ProRaw 11.
ProRaw 11. Yeah.
And do you remember what you went there?
Nah.
477 and a half, Lil.
Okay. Yeah, because next competition I added 10 kilos.
Yeah, so
yeah.
487,
Yeah. I know that my squat was 215.
which was a huge PR after the hamstring tear as well.
Yeah. Yeah. And then 82 bench. And then 180 deadlift. Yeah.
Killing it, Lil.
Yep. Thank you.
Remembering your own numbers and shit.
That's why I have a coach.
It's funny though, because like I only remember the numbers because like I'll go back through Instagram. Like,
Yeah.
so I'm like, I don't fucking know,
Yeah.
but I post them after Instagram. I'm like, that's my record.
Yeah, I do that too. Yeah. How'd that competition go?
No, that's the question we ask you.
Yeah, I can't remember that competition.
ProRaw 11.
Yeah.
You were a savage. I remember you getting stuck in knee wrap.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
That's the
that was,
only thing I remember.
That looked fucked.
That was crazy.
that
so,
was a really.
It took
like,
3 people, one of them including me, to try and get them off
yeah. So,
That's right. That's
and so it was my third squat, and Brendan had Susie or Casey.
No. So there was a hectic flight because you and Casey were in the same flight because she had moved up from the 60s.
Yeah.
So I had to wrap her. Johnny walked her out, and then I had to wrap you
Yeah.
really quickly because like motherfuckers were back to back, and I was like,
That
"Oh."
was the tightest wrap I've ever
Did
ever
you
had.
squat the weight?
Yes. Did I get out of the knee wraps?
Clearly,
No.
you're here.
It just took a bit longer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
we
were
were
there for a
talking
little
about
bit.
getting scissors.
I wouldn't care. I fucking got the squat. I had to like.
It wasn't far off scissors.
Yeah, I didn't care. I just needed to get out of the knee wraps.
Yeah, I had to go wrap Susie, so that's why I wasn't there. I'm not a shit coach, but
I reckon it took at least 5 minutes post that squat.
No, it was maybe longer.
Yeah, probably longer. It felt like an hour.
did you get the lift?
I got the lift.
So who cares?
Yep.
Yeah, you're fucking
Yeah.
stuck in knee wraps. You squatted like a 15 kilo PR.
Yep, I got that.
They were on fucking tight.
They were tight.
Do you remember anything else from that comp?
I remember I had a bucket of Coronas after.
Yeah, he did.
I think that's
Recovery.
yeah, recovery.
Okay, so I'll take the lead in this part here. I remember that comp.
Yep.
You coming back, and obviously it was your first big comp since the injury, and you were an absolute savage. And again, I'm going to go back to what you said before about not having that pressure to push the top level. Like you weren't, you weren't going to win, but like you were still in with a good chance of, pushing that top edge.
Yep.
Obviously, that takes a lot of pressure off. So you could just go out and focus on yourself.
Yeah.
You were so calm. You were happy. You were just like, I actually think you were more invested in the other lifters around you. That, and not in saying that you didn't care about your own lifting, but just because that's the best thing about you. You get so excited for other people.
I know.
If anyone wants to know what I mean, go onto my Instagram. And I recently posted Johnny B-Bad, the legend that he is, squatting 277 for the first time. Watch Lilly on the gate.
My leg pump.
You
got me home.
jump.
I
You jump.
stumped my leg.
You're like, get it, Johnny.
That got me home.
Yeah.
But, like,
It's in the leg pump.
That's a quality that you don't see in powerlifting. Like
Yeah.
it's such an, at the top end level.
Everyone's in it for themselves.
Exactly. Like it's such an, I don't want to say egotistical sport because there's obviously that's grouping everyone, but like it's very ego driven, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the same thing. Who knows?
There's a lot of ego.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're just saving me left, right, and center today.
There's a lot of ego, and a lot of them are just caught up in themselves.
What? Like, I guess why? How is you different? Like, why does that? Where does that come from? Where do you go? Fuck yeah, this is sick. You get so much enjoyment watching other people. That's why you're a great coach.
Yeah. I honestly don't have an answer. Like, just.
What, can you think of
Just-
one? No, I'm kidding.
Can you think of one?
Can you just make one up, please?
Yeah.
It's really put under pressure today, Lil.
Yeah, I am.
No, you putting us under pressure.
Oh, I'm under pressure.
Surely
I
it's
can't
got
answer
to make
questions.
comps way more fun too, right?
It does. I'm literally just there to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as you said, like if I've got more pressure on me to win the competition, it's going to be completely different. But I haven't had that chance yet.
In the past, you have, and
Yeah.
I guess
But I
not
think
at
just being
ProRaw.
at top level now. Yeah. One day.
Fucking
one
nice.
day.
One day, right?
Yeah.
In a squat suit.
No, because then she won't be at ProRaw.
She'll be in a squat suit comp.
No.
With flames.
with flames.
That one in America.
You would probably.
Oh, that's multiplier. Yeah, even better.
Is there a competition with flames?
Yeah.
WRPF.
No. The
Yeah, but
other
they-
one. The WPO.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's the equipped one. You just. I feel like.
One day though. You can
One
do
day.
This is
one
the
day.
thing. I really.
I'll do it too. Let me know when you want to do it.
Yeah, it's on. It's on.
We're fucking going.
I need new clients.
See ya.
It's just like everyone he comes in contact to. Like, it's funny how he influences like our clients. Like, but when it's his clients, they have to stick to their program.
Yeah, it's completely different.
It is.
Yeah.
And the boys here know it firsthand.
yeah.
No, you're in? You're in? You're awake?
Falling asleep.
Oh no.
That conversation not riveting enough. Wow.
Take it personally.
I have. Clearly.
We'll give you a hug, bro.
I need it. Yeah, so competed. Now,
Yep.
obviously, coming up to, we took some time off last year. You went on a sick holiday.
Yep.
Like, if anyone's watching the video, Lily went to Europe and she came back more brown.
Very brown.
Like, browner than brown.
Very brown. Yep.
How long do you go away for?
3 months.
Wow.
Yeah, so we travelled Europe for 3 months.
How was that?
Good. Wait, we did a competition before I went away.
We spoke about that when you added 10 kilos.
Okay, yeah, cool. I did that competition, and then 2 weeks later, I think.
You
we
did that
travelled.
after 4 weeks after ProRaw. That SimCity comp.
Yeah, yep. And then 2 weeks after that, we travelled.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went away for 3 months, and yeah, came back really chubby. So I just
I was going to say healthy. Like,
No.
I feel like it was the break you needed after, going from that prep where you tore your hamstring to from rehabbing into another prep for that big comp, then another comp.
yeah, and working a lot of hours for a whole year.
Yes.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of people really knew that you were working 2 jobs full time.
Yeah. So it was roughly in between both jobs. It worked out to be like 70 to 80 hours, and 7 days a week.
The other job?
I was a bar manager
So you would work until what time in the morning?
until like 3. Oh, like so we'd close at 3.
Yep.
And be like half an hour of me counting money and closing up the venue.
And then what would you do?
And then I'd have to go home, have a shower, get dressed, have some breakfast or coffee, sit around, wait a little bit, and then go back to the gym at 5 a.m., open the gym, coach for a few hours, go home, have a nap, go see Brendan, go train, or you guys, go home, have another little nap, and then go back to the gym, do more clients, and then go straight from the gym back to the venue, and then run a venue again, and then do that on repeat.
Wow.
I know, it was crazy. I don't know how I did it. So I never had more
Sleep.
than... no, I didn't. But I never had more than 2 hours of sleep in that one hit. So,
In 1 year.
In 1 year.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty much. Pretty much in 1 year.
Your one-liners are great today.
Yeah, I'm on.
Yeah,
I'm
you are.
fucking on.
So I never had a day off for a whole year either. So obviously there'd be things every now and then that would pop up, but it was 7 days a week for a whole year. Yeah.
Whilst training like a
Yeah,
savage.
and I don't understand how I got PBs during that time, so I still trained.
Yeah, look, anyone listening to that, any coach, any therapist, or like any clinician would all just be as baffled as we are going, how did she improve that much?
Yeah.
Because like I remember you coming to the gym sometimes and, you look tired, but you'd still outperform so many.
Yeah.
It was just insane. What drove you then?
Every time I've got a competition coming up, like I know I've got to work for it. If I didn't have a competition or like I didn't have a purpose to train, I don't train as hard, I guess.
Yeah.
And that honestly pushes me more than anything. And I know that I've got a program to complete and I've got to be there all 4 days and I've got to put in the effort. I think that's always what drives me. Yeah. If you don't have a program or if you don't have something coming up, I don't know, you feel
But like even I remember, your comps were nearly 6 months and a year apart sometimes.
yeah.
Like, and we had a rough idea, but you still showed up.
Yep.
Where does your internal drive just to be better come from? Yeah, I guess that's the best question.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, look at the awkwardness. Let's just all bask in it.
Turn the YouTube on right now.
Yeah, go. Well, I don't know what time in the
This
podcast.
minute.
This minute.
Yeah, I
Look
don't
down at your
know.
phone. Go to YouTube. Watch Lily just go red.
Definitely an inspiration for a lot of girls and guys that follow you on Instagram.
Yeah.
And that's what I
nice.
love about it. It's not just the girls that are inspired by Lily. Like, I could tell you so many people on our team who are like,
Without a doubt.
she's a fucking animal. Like, Johnny, myself. Like, I think, and it's just insane to see the impact you've had on, like, obviously you're a coach yourself and your community and how much they love you, but then from community to community, like, we're really
Yeah,
close
yeah.
with Fortitude and obviously Team Epic, like, everyone is like, she's a fucking savage beast.
Well, I'd train on Wednesdays with Lily.
It's the best day of the week.
With Lily. And then I would come to the
Wednesday
gym
crew.
on Wednesdays afterwards, Fortitude, and they'd be like, how'd Lily go? Did you see Lily? I was like, yeah. Or my other favourite one was a client sent me a video of you. And they're like, have you seen this girl? She's inspirational. I was like, that's me in the video. Yeah.
That's adorable.
She is amazing.
She's incredible.
Yeah.
I love it though when people like talk about Lily and then you tell Lily just to get that reaction. Yes, it's the best.
Yeah, I feel really awkward now.
Yeah, you just look outside quick.
Yeah.
Everyone just don't say a thing. Let's just
Just don't do that. Don't look at me like that.
You look. You still actually no. You're probably worse than Kane.
Probably the fact you're also so humble about it is what
Well,
everyone loves.
Yeah, you're not a dick.
One, we can say more nice things, we can really get her.
I don't know what more nice things we can say.
Yeah, that's really nice things. Thank you.
Okay, that's enough. All right,
Yeah.
you're a dick.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so all that said and done, you know, you come into what was Pro 12?
Pro
Got the invite again.
Yeah.
Your prep is better than ever.
Best prep I've had ever.
Ever.
Yeah.
Coaching on, but no, I'm just kidding. But everything was on point.
Yeah.
You know, you every session was completed. You trained with myself and Johnny more. Like, we saw 10 plus kilo increase in the gym on your bench.
Yeah.
Squatted 500 pounds, 227 kilos, pulled 200,
Yeah.
and obviously then ProRaw got cancelled. Fuck you, COVID. And all this time you're feeling great.
Amazing. Best I've ever felt.
And then the morning of, so obviously Matt Goyle ran a comp up here and you decided to do it anyway, put up a really good total because we wanted to see where you're at.
Yeah.
Now that morning, do you want to tell people about
No, so it was the night before.
the night before you want to
Yeah.
start? You want to tell that story then?
Yeah. So Friday, the night before weigh-in, I was feeling fine, but I actually did a mini water cut. It wasn't anything big. I didn't even do a water load. I just didn't drink water. And then within that time, I started getting like stomach pains and back pain, like as I was trying to sleep. So I had to keep getting up, heating up my heat pack, and I had to heat this heat pack up every hour for that whole entire night. So I had to keep waking up, go to the microwave, back into bed, rotating it from my stomach to my back. I think Tyron was drunk that night, so he was asleep on the couch. So I'm thankful because I couldn't get comfy in the bed. So I was like laying like this and then that, just trying to get comfy. It was like, it wasn't a pain. It was just like this weird discomfort feeling in my stomach. And then, I was up all night and I was kind of just waiting for 10 a.m. to kind of like clock around to do the weigh-in. And you know that just dehydrated feeling you feel like when you're hungover? That's how I felt. So I just kind of assumed it's the feeling of not drinking water. So I ended up just drinking water, like caved in. It's like I'm not going to be that much overweight anyways. But it didn't get rid of that feeling. I just felt I literally felt hungover. Like it was a really sick, disgusting feeling and just really sick in my stomach. Then I just started spewing and whatnot. Like, this is before weigh-in. I'm like, how am I going to compete tomorrow? Like, I just feel disgusting.
I remember you messaged me and you're like, oh, I think my hip flex is really tight.
No, I said I had a sore back.
Sore back.
Yeah, but I was like, surely I can push through it. It doesn't feel like muscular, or I've never had that feeling before in my back. So I asked you if I could drop my squat opener, like when I went in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Went in for weigh-in. I think Susie was weighing us in, and there was someone else in front of me to weigh in, and I just didn't even ask her. I just walked in front of her. And I was like, I'm going to have to weigh in first so I can get some food into me, like make myself feel better, like drink some water. Because I literally just thought it was that.
Savage.
So I walked in, weighed in. I think you said Matt Stenzel's out there.
Yeah, because throughout the prep, you had a little bit of back pain benching.
Yeah. So I just
and
thought
we
it was that as well.
assumed it was, kind of hip related, and because every time we treated and released, it'd go away.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, oh yeah, Matt Stenzel's out there.
Yeah. So, and I think when you said that, when I was in the gym, I was like, no, I've just got to go. I was like, see ya, I'm going to go.
Yeah, you literally left. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, bye, Lil.
Yeah. So, I was just planning on going straight home, doing a refeed, drinking some water, just make myself feel a bit better. And then in the car on the way home, I had to make Tyron pull over, and I just started spewing again. And I was like, what is wrong with me? Like, I can't, like, put my finger on, like, what's wrong? So I kept trying to drink water, but I couldn't keep it down. Had, like, heaps of electrolytes and hydrolytes and whatever. Got home. I had, like, heaps of, like, my refeed food, and I just couldn't eat it. And I was just freaking out, like, I need to eat this so I can perform well tomorrow. So that's all I could think of. And then I had to have a sleep, and I couldn't stay awake the whole entire day. I think I slept for like 5 hours on and off, like on the couch, and I didn't eat. And I just felt really, like I couldn't keep my eyes open. Like I just was so tired. And then I think at 3 o'clock I woke up, and then I messaged you, Brendan, saying, I think there's something else wrong. Like I feel like the pain's coming from my stomach.
Yeah, you sent me this message like, oh, it's a bit different. I think you were talking about hospital at this point.
We were podcasting.
Yes, that's right. We were podcasting. I'm like, this is a weird message. But you were still like, I'll be right for tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, I thought I was. I was like, I just need to get over this feeling. I was like, I need to do something. Like, I need to eat or drink. And I still thought it was because I haven't eaten or drinking enough. So I was trying to force feed it, and then the pain just got so bad, I ended up throwing it up, so I couldn't keep anything down. And I think at that stage you offered to take me to the hospital. You're like, me and Nicola aren't doing anything. I can take you up to the hospital. And I was like, oh, should I go to the hospital? Or like, I hate going to the hospital for no reason. Like, it has to be, like, I have to be in agony. And I was on the phone to Mum, and she's like, just go to the hospital. And we argued about this for a couple of hours, and it got too bad. Ended up having, like, painkillers, endone and whatnot. Went up to hospital. Long story short, got diagnosed with a UTI to start with when I was in there. So I was on antibiotics to treat that. And then I just kind of got sent home with some painkillers. So I was in hospital for like 2-3 hours. Got sent home with a UTI. Tried getting some sleep. And I think the pain medication like wore off completely. Ooh. And I just woke up in worse pain. Like it was worse than like anything I've ever been through. It was so bad. Like I was holding my stomach just crying. And then this is like 3 a.m. and Tyron got up. He's like, let's go to the hospital. And I started trying to walk to heat up that heat pack again. And I ended up just started spewing in the kitchen sink and whatnot. It was like, I think it was just because the pain was so bad. Like just started throwing up, spewing, and could barely walk. Got myself to the car. As soon as I got to the hospital, at Prince Charles Hospital, like I could barely even talk to explain like what was wrong. And they just grabbed me and took me straight out the back, gave me pain medication. This was like 4 a.m., but I couldn't get like any scans or ultrasounds or anything like that until 9 a.m., like when doctors and stuff were on. So I kind of had to wait around having pain medication and everything like that until someone actually came in. And then once someone came in, we got a ultrasound. And then I think in between that time, I was getting treated for kidney stones.
Yep.
Yeah, so I did another course of
I remember
antibiotics.
waking up the morning of the comp and you're like, oh, I'm not competing today. And
I was like, I think I got kidney stones.
yeah, and and like it was pretty shocking for all of us. Like we all felt a little bit heartbroken for you because we know how well that prep went. Yeah. And no comp is just, like if you're at the comp, it's always fun. And it wasn't not fun. It was just you make comp days. So we're all a bit sad, but very concerned. Yeah. So yeah, we did some scans and whatnot. And then doctor came in and said that I had a mass growing on my kidney.
I think we didn't really know too much from then. You were with me at the time.
So I think you were... so morning of the comp, and I remember laughing because Lil was like, she wasn't really worried. Like, I know she was on painkillers and stuff, but she was still like, I wish I was competing. When's it start? Let me watch it. I'm like, really?
That's all I was thinking.
I know, but that's just the person you are. You're just that sort of incredible person. Like, you're in hospital in pain, and originally the idea of kidney stones was thrown around, but you're still like, where's the link? I'm like, for fuck's sake. This is why you are the big Lil and the amazing person you are. A little bit off topic, but I don't think, because I remember the comp finished.
Yep.
And I got up to the hospital to come visit you at about 3:34.
Yep. And you gave me a card that Johnny wrote "Get well" on it, and I could not read that at all.
That's right. I had to read you that card.
Oh
no, there's writing. Yeah.
No, Johnny's in particular. I was like, Brendan, I can't read that. Can you read it for me? Brendan literally had to read it. You could barely do it, but
I know. We got.
I tried to write neat.
it was terrible.
You're the best. There was like so many things.
It looked like Egyptian writing.
It's been called that
What does
before.
Egyptian writing look like? Like hieroglyphics?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's been called that before.
So. Oh, that's a great one. Anyway, okay. Anyway, so I think I came up and visited you about 3:30.
Yep. So, and then that's when I found out I had that tumour. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. It was just some heavy news. I think I was more upset just everyone around me just crying.
It was pretty gut wrenching. Like.
Yeah, but it was like, what do you do with the tumour? Like, what's it going to do to me? Like, I don't know. I know nothing about tumours. And so it was kind of just the next step to kind of find out what it was and what not. Like, do I get it cut out or whatever? But then we found out the tumour was 12 centimetres, which
Fuck.
it was three times the size of my actual kidney. And then apparently it had been growing in my body for at least 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, how crazy is that? So I've literally been working with one kidney for like the last few years, apparently.
Fuck.
Yeah. And then I end up having to get transferred to RBWH to see a urology specialist. And then that's when we found out it was cancer. Yeah. Guess how I found out I had cancer? It was the doctor came in. It was on Tyron's birthday. And I think Tyron and I were just chilling in my room. And doctor come in.
Oh, yeah. Sorry,
no,
I just remembered because you told me.
Doctor came in and was just started talking about like, oh yeah, so you cancer this, cancer that, blah 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 blah, and I'm like,
you haven't had an official diagnosis.
I'm just like staring at her like, what? And then she's like, wait, you've been told it's cancer, right? And I was like, yeah, because I didn't want her to feel bad. Because I was like, oh, she's gonna feel so bad if she if she broke it to me that way.
You're actually the nicest person.
Probably the nicest human in the world.
Like,
bro.
what the fuck?
So I pretended that I knew.
Didn't want to ruin her day, Brandon.
And then,
But like,
no, but how bad would you feel if you just told
you've
someone
got the one with cancer. Like, no offense, but anyone in that room right there, the only person that should have any right to feel shit about their life right at that point would be you. All right? Like, so, like, and obviously, I'm not bagging out doctors. They're very busy with during this COVID period and everything like that. But, like, it's just you. Shut your fucking hell. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna just jump in here. This is the person Lil is that illustrates it perfectly. Now, it was very hard. Like, obviously, when Lil first got the news that there was a tumor growing on her kidney, and I'd gone up to visit her, and I respectfully left the room while the doctor came in and spoke with Lil, her mum, and her partner. And I remember seeing, her mum and Tyron come out, and Tyron told me, and like her mum was in tears. It was very emotional. So I went and saw Lil, and Lil, she had a cry, and as you would expect. But then turns to me and goes, "Tell Johnny to bring the squat suit. I'm going to squat 250. I just need the suit to keep my insides in." And like, she just laughed. And I'm like,
No, because surgery was on Tuesday. Squat Wednesday's
Yeah,
the
they
day
should-
after. So
Makes sense.
But-
you got to keep
I
the
was
things
like,
in.
kidney's gone on Tuesday. Squat's back on Wednesday.
But like, you're an idiot. But that's the person, like, at that pure moment, I knew you were the strongest person I'd ever met. Because that was like, I have no words for that. I was heartbroken for you. I remember leaving the hospital, getting outside, crying. I called him, let him know, and I had to go chill out at my parents' house. I had to go see my mum. I was like, Mum, this is bullshit. This is not fair. That's the, that's the kind of you hear cancer and it's devastating, and it, like, you're one of my best mates, and it was hard to see that someone as great as yourself, so young,
Yeah.
have this, spanner thrown at them. And you're still worried about everyone else. Like, you're like, oh, how did everyone else go at the comp today? Yet you crack her back with a joke, and I'm like, she's the strongest person I've ever met. Like,
No doubt.
No doubt.
Yeah.
You can fucking tell me whatever you squat, Lily's still stronger.
And probably because of her squat is bigger too.
Yeah, that probably too. Like,
Thank you.
and we're back to awkward.
Yeah.
And then they took the kidney out.
Yeah. Then they took the kidney
Do you
out.
get to keep it?
No, I asked if I could keep it in a jar. Yeah.
Yeah, and they call it the big little.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mum called it Arnie, so she kept calling it. Okay, so Arnie's going to get removed. Arnie this, Arnie that.
That's so great.
And then Tyron's like, well, I hope he doesn't use one of his catchphrases. I'll be back.
Arnie.
Yeah, Arnie.
I thought you said
man.
auntie. I was like, why the
together.
fuck are you
Yeah.
calling auntie?
No, Arnie's like because obviously the Arnolds.
Oh, and okay, that makes more sense now,
Yeah.
Tyron. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't use his catchphrases,
Phrase.
I'll be back. The more I think about it, the funnier it is.
It's terrible.
Next thing, he's like, get to the chopper. That was the worst joke ever said on this podcast.
That was said going into surgery. Oh, that was worse.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna.
I feel worse.
But you didn't get to keep it.
No, I didn't get to keep it. So
That's
they've got to
bullshit. It's
they
your
got to do like
kidney.
biopsies and stuff.
But it's your kidney.
I know.
Give it back.
At least we asked if we could if they could take a photo,
Ooh.
but they didn't. So they said they would. Then
Yeah.
Mum asked, "Oh, did you take a photo?" And they're like, "Oh, I don't think so."
Fuckers.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But like I was imagining, like I was even looking on eBay or like a
to try and buy
secondhand, a secondhand store to get like
Or
an
to sell
old
it.
rustic jar to put it in.
Oh, yeah.
So it had to be in a particular jar.
Did you think she was looking on eBay for a kidney?
I don't know. Like,
He's like, "Oh, for a kidney?"
Fucking donor transplants all. Listen.
Yeah, not a kidney, a jar to put my kidney in.
yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck, that would have been cool to keep it.
yeah.
I love you,
Bring it out
man.
at dinner parties. Put it on the table.
Oh, that's the best.
Are we feeding my kidney to people, or is it like a?
I don't know about that. That's too far.
You just said,
He meant
you
to
just get to
show
look at
people.
it.
"Oh, show people."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. This,
yeah.
this
Not going
went
to plate
so
it up at
left
dinner
field.
parties. Yeah.
How'd you... Okay, so a little bit back on topic.
Yeah.
You were just so you throughout that whole process.
Yeah.
Was there at any point you were like, fuck my life? Which you were entitled to feel at that point? Because you didn't know... We didn't know, like... I say we, sorry. But you didn't know that if it was, if it had spread at the time or anything like that, like whether the treatment was going to be ongoing once you had it cut out. Was there any point where you were like, fuck my life?
There was one. Oh, I don't know. I kept pretty contained like the whole time I was in hospital. It wasn't until I actually got out of hospital. Oh no, there was one when I was in hospital. I remember being in so much pain. I was literally laying there and I couldn't breathe or I could barely talk. Tyron was sitting next to me. And I was barely even talking to him. And he was like, "Oh, literally, I hate when you're like this." Like, because sometimes I had good days, sometimes I had bad days. This was obviously, unfortunately, a really bad day. And when the nurses came around to take my obs, they noticed that like all my stats were really low, and so the nurse had to go get like an RN. She had to come over, check everything, and then they both kind of looked at each other and say, "Oh, should we call it? Should we call a met call?" And I was like, "Oh my God, like, am I dying?" Just because I know what a met call is.
Shit.
Sorry, it's an emergency call. And I looked to Tyron and I was like I could barely talk. I was like, message mum and say met call. And he's like, why? Like, do I just tell her that you're getting some oxygen or something? And then I was like, just say met call. So then he wrote in our family chat, just said met call. And then they all started freaking out. And then Tyron's like, I have no idea what's happening. And then the doctor's like, okay, so just letting you know, a lot of people are about to come into this room, like, because they pushed the button, alarm's going off. A lot of people are about to barge into the room. I'll just get you to wait out into the waiting room. So Tyron's freaking out, like, what's happening? And then a whole heap of, like, medical people started coming, like doctors. Someone came in with an emergency big X-ray machine. There was at least 20 people in my room. They had to get the visitors from the other people's rooms out. I literally thought I was dying. I was laying there. They had to put oxygen on me. I think my oxygen dropped down to 75% or something like that. By 25%, my blood pressure was low. My heart rate was like, just laying there, my heart rate was like 120, I think, beats per minute. So they were trying to do whatever they can to get me back up and going. Had to do emergency chest x-ray. I have no idea what's going on. Tyron's in the waiting room, like, bawling his eyes out, crying. And the whole time I was just looking around for Tyron. Like, I just wanted to make sure he was all right, because he had no idea what it... sorry.
No, you don't have to be sorry.
Sorry. No, because, like, I know my dad's had a couple met calls, and I remember, like, what my mum was feeling. Like, it broke her heart, like, in the waiting room. And I was just imagining, fuck, Tyron's going to be the exact same out in the waiting room. So I was,
You
okay.
are the greatest human. You are.
Anyways, came good. And then I think mum just left Brisbane and she only made it to Gympie, so she was 2 hours away. And it was really hard for them, like, on the side of the road.
Your family works in the medical...
Yeah. Yep. So, and my dad's been really, really sick, so he's had a couple met calls, but obviously his are a lot worse. He's nearly lost to the met calls a couple times.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I had in my head. Like, my dad nearly died from a met call. So I was like, I'm dying. But yeah, no, I was good. I was good. So once we got oxygen in and whatnot.
All good again.
But
big deal.
apparently it was from morphine. So what it was called, I got narked or something.
Yeah.
Can't.
Yeah, Bob confirmed.
Is that right, Bob? Yeah. So I think that was the reason why I had, like, low oxygen or something. That's not word for word, but yeah, something like that. So then we had to take morphine completely off my charts.
And then that whole time, like, apart from that one real moment, you were just, like, it just seemed you accepted that was...
No, trust me, I did have a lot of breakdowns. But spicy food again.
Just repeats on me. I'm so sorry.
So all throughout hospital, doctors kept asking me if I was experiencing, like, any weight loss, and I kept saying no. I had no idea. I was so light or so small at the time. And it wasn't until the day I had to leave and I jumped on the scales and I was 64 kilos once I left. And I was like, what? Surely that's broken. And then a doctor came over and she's like, oh, don't listen to that scales. It's like, tells you that you're 2 kilos heavier than what you are. And I'm like, there's no way I'm 62 kilos. But so I kind of didn't believe that. But Tyron jumped on the scales and he was his weight, 88 or whatever it was.
Shit.
And then, and it wasn't until I had to get out of that purple gown, put my own clothes on, and then I was looking at myself in the mirror like, ugh, like, what? Who is that? Like, I just looked sick. Like, and that was the only time I looked at myself thinking I'm sick or knowing that I'm sick. And yeah, I got home and I just remember looking at myself in the mirror and that's the only time I actually kind of accepted that I was sick. I kind of just looked at myself and just started crying. Yeah. That broke me more than anything. It was just, I don't know. seeing myself so skinny and washed out. Yeah, so it turned out that was a 14 kilo weight drop. I think I said it was 10, but it was 14 kilos in 16 days. So then I went back to hospital 2 weeks ago. And so I went back for deconditioning. So I've been having a lot of troubles adjusting back to kind of reality and whatnot. So I keep having issues with, I keep blacking out, passing out. And I think there was this day that I fainted twice in one day. So then I was like, I don't think this is going to get better. I should go up to the hospital again. And then I was in there for another 2 nights. We did like brain scans, lung scans, or ultrasounds, checked my heart, checked for diabetes, all of that. And it turns out I was just really deconditioned from losing 14 kilos in 16 days. And they said, this wasn't from a doctor, but someone kind of worded it. If I had my surgery an extra week, like a week later, I would have had anorexia.
Wow.
Yeah, because that was like the track of my weight loss. So I'm really thankful that I had my surgery on that day that I did. Yeah. That wasn't like word for word from a doctor, like just a nurse kind of worded it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think I feel good now.
So what are you now? How many weeks post-surgery?
5 and a bit now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how are you feeling?
Yeah, good. I still have a bit of issues with it feels like, when you have low blood pressure and you kind of lose your vision or, it just feels like that. But, if I have that feeling, so if I stand up and I start losing my vision, I literally have to, doesn't matter where I am, I just have to lay on the ground. So sometimes you'll see me in my kitchen just laying on the tiles. Yeah, I nearly did it in the car park today. And Tyron's like, you're going to lay on the ground? And I was like, oh, I just can't lean up against a car here.
And health-wise, otherwise, we're all good.
Yep, everything feels good. And then
you're very lucky it didn't spread anywhere.
Yeah, very lucky. So that little weight cut I did, not weight cut, obviously just dehydrating myself slightly. It wasn't even that much. It was just
You stopped water from 2 p.m.
Yeah. Well, no, it was 5, 6 p.m. It was just overnight. But
so that triggered.
Yeah, so that's what triggered it. If that didn't happen, I'd still be here today with that cancer growing inside my body and I wouldn't even know. So this could go on for another year or two and then spread.
It could have spread.
Yeah, so and the doctor said I literally dodged a bullet. And it's one of the biggest tumours he's kind of worked with as well. So, yeah. Yeah, so our standard size is 3 centimetres and mine was
4
12.
times that.
Yeah.
Fuck. Well, then at least you know anything you do
That's
is
how you
big.
do things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little goes big.
Yep.
The big little.
Yep.
So now obviously post, and where's your head at? Where's your mindset at?
I just need to get moving and put some weight back on and...
Which you have.
Yeah,
Yep.
I have.
Sweet.
I have 71 kilos today.
Yes.
Nice.
Yep.
We'll get you to the 82s.
No, I'm not going there.
Johnny?
Yeah, we're going there.
Yeah,
No,
you go.
not going there. Not going there.
You're going to be so
I was
jacked at
pushing
82.
it at one stage. Yeah.
And then I want you, I don't know if you've told Johnny this, but so every, Lily's getting moving. She goes walking every morning or running, I think I saw you do. What the fuck is that about?
Yeah, I'm running again.
Whoa,
I don't know. I
that's weird.
think I can't do nothing.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I think I was walking and I was like, this is literally the only exercise I'm actually properly getting. So I was like, let's go. And I just started running.
And what's your favourite squat song?
We Will Rock You by Nickelback.
Yes.
And what do you listen to on your runs?
We Will Rock You by Nickelback.
Yes.
I love that you've just accepted it, sweet, move on.
No, but I have in my head, when you just kind of daydream and stuff, when I'm kind of power walking and squatting in my
Please,
head.
everyone watch the YouTube and just watch
Yeah.
that movement.
That's literally how I'm doing it. Yeah.
Are you dancing? The fuck was that?
That's a power walk.
If that's how you're walking, that is super inefficient.
Yeah, I don't think I walk like that. Maybe hands down here.
Giving thumbs up everywhere.
I don't know how I walk. Maybe like this.
And you're picturing yourself squatting.
Yeah.
How much are you squatting?
250.
Yeah, you fucking
You're a fucking animal. Fuck, you are the greatest human alive. Look at that. We've got to stop with the compliments. He's going to stop saying anything towards
Yeah.
you.
When I feel awkward, I just laugh.
I've noticed.
Yeah, and I was.
So training-wise, a few weeks' time, you should be able to start back to something with some weights,
Yep.
perhaps.
Yeah.
We're hopefully going to get her and see Paul.
Yep.
Obviously
Sweet.
here at Start and look after rehab because, obviously with her incision, it was made quite high up through the oblique
Yep.
from memory.
Yep.
So, yeah, we get her in, and once he gives her the all clear, we'll load her up again. And
Yeah.
there's
I don't think it's going to be long at all. Like,
no one thinks that you're an athlete.
no, but like I don't know. I haven't had any pain.
Stop
or-
doing this. Just
I don't know. I just kind of need
About 4 weeks is when gyms open again, so how about...
5 weeks.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
What, first Wednesday in?
Yep.
fuck. That's gonna be sick. You looking
Yep.
forward to your next comp?
Yep. I don't know when it'll be though. And I should be right for ProRaw next year.
You'll definitely be right for ProRaw next year.
Yeah. And I just
So-
gotta kind of see how I go.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. I know. I think my next comp's gonna be even better just because of what I went through.
100%.
Yeah. So, yeah.
You'll appreciate it a little bit more, and
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
mate, you're a fucking, like, I know we said it before, you're an inspiration, but that's word doesn't even do what you went through justice, and that whole time still smiling, still worrying about other people. Like, you're a fucking very incredible human. Oh god.
Thank you.
But before we wrap up,
Ooh.
we're going to make you feel so much more awkward.
Are you ready?
Yep.
The question now, they've changed.
Oh,
Yeah, so you don't know the questions. How good's that?
Batman's gonna beat Superman.
Oh, it's a shame that's not a question, though, so we don't need to
Okay,
cover
you heard
it.
here first. You heard it here first.
Well, if we took a tally, we'd know who would win.
Batman.
Lily,
Yeah.
Rapid
where
fire.
is the place you would love to travel or explore?
Italy.
Anywhere specific?
Amalfi Coast because I didn't get to do that last time.
Cool. If you could go to Mars, but you are going to travel there knowing you can't come home, would you go?
No.
Can you dance?
No.
we just saw that.
That
What
was me
is-
power walking.
Exactly.
What is 12 times 12?
72.
Incorrect.
You wouldn't even know, Johnny.
I have it written down.
But the answer you gave, if I'm not mistaken, is half of the actual.
It is half.
149. No.
Would you like one more turn?
148.
You're
136.
a bit higher.
Stop.
144. Would you? 144, Lil. Yes, that's it.
Yes. Just get Niall to chop that part out.
No, that's going in there.
What sport or activity do you wish you could do that you don't already do or have done before?
That I haven't done.
Yeah.
I can't think of something I haven't done. Maybe like
Badminton.
bobsled.
Oh,
Cool.
bobsled. That's a cool.
Bobsled
Yeah.
would be sick. Now, Lil, you're given an elephant for 24 hours. What are you going to do with it before you return it?
Feed it and ride it and bath it with mud.
Bath it with mud.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. That was a really weird question.
Yeah, you're fucking telling
Yeah.
me. Wait till you hear tomorrow's episode.
Describe your life in one word.
Lit.
Oh, that's, what the?
Favorite
man.
sporting memory for yourself
My favourite sporting memory?
of your own personal sporting memory.
Powerlifting doesn't count, hey.
That's
Yeah, but
sport.
which event? Which moment? Which
My... I have so many. But one in... Does it have to be a good memory or
Yeah, it
just
can be any memory. Oh, it says favorite.
favourite?
Yeah,
Because I have a really funny favourite.
that's good.
I wet myself during my 1.6 kilometre run. Yeah. And Mum's like, why are you walking off the track? And I was like, I pissed myself. And this is my first race for the day. And then so I had to ditch my underwear and keep going. So I think that's my favourite just because it's funny.
You're the fucking best.
Lily, how long is a piece of string?
Well, it comes in a 2 metre roll, so it's going to be 2 metres.
Okay. Have you got your phone there?
Yeah.
What is the last piece of music you listen to?
Okay.
I'm going to say We Will Rock You by Nickelback.
That would be amazing.
I hate myself.
What is it?
Draft Punk. Instant Crush.
Oh, that's it.
That's amazing. Is that the last question?
That's it.
Oh,
I like that last question, actually.
it was
Because I was like, what did I last listen to? I think I just...
well, yeah. Look, I'm really embarrassed by how I answered a lot of those now that I hear everybody else's answers.
You have regrets?
when
do you
do I
have
get to hear
regrets for how you answered
The episode
those?
comes out tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
But for like obviously the people
I'm just going to
listening,
skip to that part.
it's fun. It's just,
You said it. That's all I can say.
not mad.
Wait,
Not a little bit
how
mad.
long is a piece of string?
It's not that question I'm worried about. That's the question you're worried about? You're the best human. Lilly, Riley, the Big Lil. Woo! I think we should just leave it there, lads.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Thank you so much for your time.
Right.
Where can people find you?
Lilly Riley Coach on Instagram and Lilly Riley Coach on Facebook.
Sick. And I forgot the other thing, but that's okay. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
We will see Lilly very soon back in the gym, crushing kilos, no doubt.
In a few Wednesdays.
Yep. 5 weeks.
Oh, in a few Wednesdays. Yes,
few
absolutely. All right, guys. Like, share, leave a review. Put that thing up on Instagram. We like that. Tag us. And we will see you next week. Well, I won't. But